All right, training part two, Catherine. What I got here is I recorded my screen, okay, and I just put this on YouTube. That's why you see that. But the training, basically, when you're this is ScreenFlow right here. This is ScreenFlow. You're looking at it. When you're done recording your little PowerPoint, it's going to pop up and look just like this. You'll see your built-in microphone audio file. It's sitting right here. And you'll see the screen recording file. They're one and the same. Don't mess with them. Don't separate them. And by that I mean don't make them different lengths, because this is the screen. You'll see it turns black. You just want to keep them equal. So what you can avoid is you always want to hit Apple and make sure that they're both yellow whenever you're editing it. So if I hit the space bar, you'll watch what I've got here. What I did was I just went to PowerPoint, and you'll see I hit rehearse timings, and then I hit the space bar, and this is the part I'm interested in. And I'm going to stop. You'll hear my space bar clicking in the background. Just make sure whenever you're recording this part of it that you go to configure recording, and just make sure when that little thing pops up, I can't show you because I'm actually using ScreenFlow, but when that little thing pops up, just make sure you're recording only the computer audio, and you're not recording, you're using your built-in microphone, which is what I'm doing now. So this is the part I'm interested in. Let's drag the timer back here, and we want to start it about there, right? When the white comes in, this is where we want the start of our little intro. So again, I hold Apple and make sure they're both yellow, drag it in, and it's going to snap, boop, right there. Then I drag it back to the beginning, and I take my little timer. So look, it starts here now. Disregard the sound of the spacebar again. And then right there is where we want to stop it. So hit the spacebar again, make sure they're both yellow, snap it to here. Now, you can edit it, you can crop it if you want. Sure, we'll crop it here, make it really easy for you to see. If you like, you hit apply, and that's what it's going to look like now. You can use stuff up here. These are just tools you're going to have to mess with and learn. This is a really simple program, but as of right now, look what we got. This is our file. It's 6 seconds long, and it's our intro. So what we want to do now is I hit Apple E, or you can just go up. I hit the command Apple E. You want to export, okay? Don't mess with publish to YouTube. You want to be able to mess with it yourself. Export, and you'll see I'm going to name it. CGP intro, okay? Even though I think I use Bible Ultimate Properties Desktop. I always use web low. It's going to look the exact same on YouTube, and it'll make it an MOV file automatically. If you cropped it, you want to scale the custom size, and it'll give you that custom size, and it won't look distorted at all. And then you just hit export. And what it'll do is export it right to your desktop, okay? This is a real short 6-second video. If you do like a 3-minute video like the one I'm going to do here for training you, should take a little longer. And then I just literally just minimize it. Let's go to the desktop, and there it is. If I hit spacebar, I can watch it. This is what it looks like. This is low quality. You might want to do web high, but on YouTube it's going to look the same, okay? So here I have my raw file. What I need to do now is go into iMovie, okay? And here's iMovie. The first thing you want to do in iMovie is hit File and Import, okay? And you import movies. It's on my desktop. This is the intro that I just did, CGP intro, okay? Let's create a new event. This is the last one. I was interviewing this lady, Vanessa Booker, but let's create a new event, and let's call it CGP intro, okay? And then I'm going to move. I always copy the files because I want to leave one on my desktop just in case I screw up or the program crashes. But I'm going to import it, and what it's going to do is import that little tiny video right into here, into my events. Okay, you'll see it pop up right there, CGP intro. Now look, I can hit select Apple A and select all. It's a 6-second video, and it looks like this. And I've got my raw file here in iMovie now. Okay. What I do now is I go to this and I hit New Project, and a new project is going to pop up down here. Let's name it CGP Intro, and hit Create, and let's drag it down. Now look, this is the program you're working with now. You'll see in the thumbnail this is exactly what you're working with. It automatically crops it, which I don't like. I go to Crop, and you can crop it. This is just a program you're going to have to kind of learn on your own. It's real easy. I always hit Fit, and it won't crop it at all. It'll show it exactly how it showed up in ScreenFlow when I imported it, okay? I hit Done, and then you look over here. Let me show you. This is music. You can add music to it. I have royalty-free music that I download from iTunes for 99 cents. This is the one I use for you, so let's do that. You can hear it. So that's upbeat and catchy. Literally, you just drag it in like that, and it's going to show you 5.8 seconds of it, so it'll look like this. Okay, great. So that's easy enough. I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen flow because it's getting really long and I want to export it, and I'm going to continue with the third training in just a second, okay, on